Today is a very auspicious day. It is appearance of Ganga Devi, and also Ganga Mata Gosvamini, and also disappearance day of Srila Baladev Vidyabhusan Prabhu, our previous guru in our Guru Parampara. About Ganga, our Gurudev said, Ganga Devi is the daughter of the mountain Himalaya. Himalaya got married to the daughter of Sumeru. As we cannot comprehend that even a mountain can get married, we call it a myth. Himalaya is male. Generally in Slovenian language we think Himalaya means female, like mountain is female, but Himalaya mountain is male. And he married to daughter of Sumeru mountain. Our Gurudev explained many times when Western people, they cannot understand certain things, then they are very quick to say it is mythology, like fictitious story, some fairy tale like this. Because we cannot understand the realization of Vedic rishis, those who see things as they are, that behind everything there is a conscious being, otherwise nothing can exist. So like that, there is Himalaya is a person. Ganga Devi is also a person. And all they could see, person is behind that Atma. And has a form also, transcendental form. So here, this is the pastime. Ganga Devi appeared as a daughter of Himalaya and daughter of Sumer mountain. When Ganga Devi was manifested, the demigods headed by Brahmaji went to Himalaya to get her. Himalaya thought if he denied them, the demigods will get angry, so he gave her to Brahmaji in his kamandalu, water pot. And then, how she appeared in this world, it is written by Srila Sai Maharaj in short in Bhagavatam. This pastime is written there in Bhagavatam in 9th canto, chapters 8 and 9, and what I will read now is from the summary of those chapters by Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. Our Gurudev also spoke this pastime, but here in some short, so I will read from Sai Maharaj. Once a king called Sagar performed an ashram. Oh, here also I can read. This is from our Gurudev. King Sagar, who was born in the San dynasty, did not have any children. He worshipped Mahadev, that is Shiva, and by Mahadeva's blessings, he got 60,000 sons from one wife and one son from another wife. If you read our Gurudev's Puranic Charitavali, there you can find in more details in the chapter of King Sagar. I think it is in chapter of King Bhagirath because he is coming in his line. So his eldest son's name was Asamanjas, whose character was not good. Because of that, the king did not like him. Asamanjas' son, named Anshuman, had a good character. King Sagar had planned to perform Ashwamedha sacrifice, that is horse sacrifice, When all of his sons were searching for the horse of sacrifice, they found him tied in Kapila Muni's ashram. So here I will read from Swami Maharaj so that we can understand. Once a king called Sagar performed an Ashwamedha sacrifice, but the horse needed for such a sacrifice was stolen by Indra, the king of heaven. Because Indra was afraid, if Sagar will perform this sacrifice, then he will come and take his post in heaven. So intentionally he stole that horse. The king and his sons searched for the horse. In the course of this search, the sons of the king came upon the great personality Kapil Dev. This is Kapila Muni, not that Bhagavan Kapil, which we are hearing now, and taught him to have stolen the horse. Because that horse was in front of his ashram, because Indra put him there. With this offensive understanding, they attacked him and were all burnt to ashes. Kapil Muni did not do anything to them. They died because they had criticized him. The king's grandson, called Anshuman, later searched for the horse and delivered his uncles. So Anshuman is a son of Asamanjas, who had bad character, but Anshuman had good character. So upon approaching Kapil Muni, Anshuman saw both the horse meant for sacrifice, pile of ashes, those who were burned to ashes. Anshuman offered prayers to Kapila Dev, who was very pleased by his prayers and who returned the horse. After getting back the horse, however, Anshuman still stood before Kapil, and Kapil Dev could understand that Anshuman was praying for the deliverance of his forefathers. Thus, Kapila Dev offered the instruction that they could be delivered by water from the Ganges. This was the remedy. The son of Maharaj Anshuman was Dilip, who tried to bring the Ganges to this world, but who died without success. Bhagirath, the son of Dilip, was determined to bring the Ganges to the material world, and for this purpose he underwent severe austerities. Here our Gurudev said, the son of Anshuman is Dilip, and the son of Dilip is Bhagirath, by whose endeavor Ganga Devi descended to the earth. Bhagirath knew that Ganga Devi was there in the Kamandalu of Brahmaji. So he did penance for thousands of years to please Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji was pleased, and Bhagirath asked him for Ganga Devi. He told him he wanted to take Ganga Devi along with him to deliver his forefathers. Brahmaji agreed and asked him where to put Ganga Devi. Here in Swami Maharaj's, I'm reading here and there because some are giving some details, some are other. So Mother Ganga, being fully satisfied by his austerities, made herself visible to him, wanting to give him a benediction. Bhagirath then asked her to deliver his forefathers. Although Mother Ganga agreed to come down to earth, she made two conditions. First, she wanted some suitable male to be able to control waves. When she will descend, it will be such force that if no one is there to catch, then she will pierce through the earth and go to the lower planetary systems. So this was one thing. Second, although all sinful men would be freed from sinful reactions by bathing in the Ganges, Mother Ganges did not want to keep all these sinful reactions. These two conditions were subject matters for consideration. Bhagirata replied to Mother Ganges, the personality of Godhead, Lord Shiva, will be completely able to control the waves of your water, and when pure devotees bath in your water, the sinful reactions left by sinful men will be counteracted. Then Bhagirata then pleased Mahadev by 1 year of penance, because here Bhagirata then performed austerities to satisfy Lord Shiva, who is called Ashutosh, because he is naturally satisfied very easily. So he had to worship Brahma for 1000 years, but Shiva only 1 year. Bhagirath then pleased Mahadev by 1 year of penance and requested him to behold Ganga Devi. Mahadev accepted Ganga Devi in his hair. Again, Bhagirath did penance and pleased Mahadev and requested to bring Ganga Devi to earth. Then Mahadev put her there to Bindu Sarovar, and from there one stream of her followed Bhagirath. And as we have heard, Janumuni drank Ganga Devi on the way when Bhagirath was taking her to his place, and then on his request, Janumuni released the Ganga Devi and Bhagirath continued to his place. Since Janumuni drank Ganga Devi, she is also known as Jannavi. So here, Lord Shiva agreed to Bhagiratha's proposal to check the force of the Ganges. In this way, simply by the touch of the Ganges, Bhagiratha's forefathers were delivered and allowed to go to the heavenly planets. This happened in Ganga Sagar, little south of Calcutta, where Ganga reaches the ocean that is called Ganga Sagar. There, the ashes of his forefathers got touched with Ganga and they were delivered. So here we also see that Ganga herself said, I will not keep those sins of people who take bath in me. Then he told, when pure devotees will bath there, they will purify those. And also pure devotees, we sing in that song of Narottam Thakur, you have to touch Ganga in order to get purified. But if you get only darshan of Vaishnava, you will be purified. But Ganga Devi is also Vaishnavi, as we see in Mahaprabhu's Lila. She served him. Mahaprabhu was playing in her waters. Even ocean worshipped Ganga. You are very fortunate. Supreme Lord is sporting in your waters. And she took that son of Srivas in her water. She is a Vaishnavi, pure devotee, but playing such pastime as a water and accepting the sins, but not keeping, and then some pure devotee will remove that. So today is her appearance day. Shankaracharya also wrote one beautiful Sanskrit poem in her glorification. And there are other also glorifications, unlimited. Also in Bhagavatam you will find that Achyuta, that is Supreme Lord, is the best of all objects of worship. Ganga is the best of all holy rivers. And Mahadev Shiva is the best of all Vaishnavas. Like that, this Srimad Bhagavatam is the best of all Puranas, Mahapurana. This verse is there. So Ganga Devi's glories are unlimited. How we are worshipping in Mayapur, near our mat, there is some passage to reach there. you can do puja, full puja. This year we did. One day before Gaur Purnima, we went to Ganga to accept her water to collect her water for Abhishek of Mahaprabhu next day. Or it was maybe even the same day. I'm not sure. Maybe it was same day, yes. In the forenoon we went in the morning, and in the afternoon there was that Abhishek. So we did Ganga Puja with all the articles and offering Bhoga and Arati and everything. Or in a simple way, you can take water of Ganga and offer with devotion that water to Ganga back. That is also one kind of worship. This I do when I go alone there near to our mat. Take water with veneration, with respect, with surrender, and then with devotion you offer back to her. That is one kind of worship. Shri Ganga Devi ki Jai. If we get a glimpse of Ganga Devi, then we can feel really she is motherly affection. That is why all those who have connection with her, they say Ganga Ma, is a mother. And today also is Disappearance Day of our previous Guru in our Guru Parampara. We are daily praying for his grace, Baladev Vidyabhusan. Our Gurudev wrote his biography. I will read that. The exact time and place of Sri Baladev Vidyabhusan Prabhu's birth are unknown. Perhaps one day historians will be able to establish these facts beyond any doubt. From a little information that we do have about his life, we can conjecture that he was born in the 18th century of the modern era. Though we do not know the name of the exact village where he took birth, it was likely in the Balasore district of Orissa, somewhere near Remuna. From the date given in his commentary on Rupa Goswami's Stavamala, namely Stavamala Vibhushana, it is clear that Baladev Vidyabhusan Prabhu was still living after the Battle of Plassey in 1757. We know that Baladev Vidyabhusan Prabhu studied in Vardisnu village on the banks of Chilka Lake, where the scholars used to live. There he learned grammar, poetics, and logic, achieving expertise in all these subjects. He began his studies of the Vedas there, but in order to study various commentaries on Vedanta in greater depth, he went to Mysore. Vedanta can mean Upanishads because they are the end or the conclusion of the Vedas, or sometimes it can refer to Vedanta Sutra. But that is same. Vedanta Sutra was written by Vyasadeva in order to categorize and explain all the teachings of Upanishads. So he was there in Mysore, that is South India. He was there particularly impressed by the logical consistency of Madhvacharya's Shuddha Dvaita, means pure dualism, because Shankaracharya made Advaita. But Madhvacharya, in complete opposition, he said, no, it is Dvaita. There is difference between Jiva and Supreme Lord and Maya. This year when I was in Vienna with Vishnu Maharaj, one Indian there, his long time coming to the temple. Also, he's living now near the temple in that guest house. He is follower of Shankaracharya since birth from South India. One day I had to give Harikatha in the morning. He asked me if I can tell what is the difference between Advaita and Dvaita. So I explained to him what Shankaracharya said and what Vaishnava Acharyas said. And Vaishnava Acharyas, they're all, in general, they're Dvaita, means they accept difference. I told him that this is commentary to Upanishads and Vedanta Sutra, and also Smriti Shastra, that is Bhagavad Gita. So based on that, they give certain darshan or certain vision. So I explained both views and how view of Vaishnavas is correct based on their own realization of truth and based on scriptural evidence, if you understand it properly. And also Shankaracharya was actually sent by Supreme Lord to give that wrong interpretation for a certain purpose for the time being. So I told him everything I know, and he was only smiling. I don't know what he thought, but I did my duty. But he's very helping in the temple. So we'll see what will happen. Definitely he's getting Sukriti by helping in the temple. So Charjo Shuddha Dvaita commentary on the Vedanta Sutras and became a disciple of that school and began living in a Tattvavadi monastery. After taking sannyas, he moved to Purushottam Kshetra. Tattvavadi means this, Madhvacharya's monastery. After taking sannyas, he moved to Purushottam Kshetra, means Jagannath Puri, where he defeated many of the local scholars in debate, demonstrating the depth of his scholarship. His fame soon spread everywhere. Later, however, he met Radha Damodar Goswami, a scholar from Kanauj, under whose direction he studied Jiva Goswami's Sat Sandarbha in great detail. When he was convinced of the supremacy of the Gauriya Vaishnava philosophy, he took initiation from Radha Damodar Goswami. He was thus initiated in Nityananda Prabhu's line. The following is his disciplic succession: Gauri Das Pandit, Mahaprabhu's associate Subal, Hriday Chaitanya Prabhu, Shyamananda Prabhu, Rasikananda Dev Goswami, Nayanananda Goswami, Radha Damodar Goswami, his guru, then Baladev Vidyabhusan. Because in these Sat Sandarbhas, 6 Sandarbhas, Jiva Goswami, he gave Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Siddhanta in detail, full detail, about all topics, about Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana, and he gives evidence from all Shastras, Vedas, Upanishads, Vedanta Sutra, Srimad Bhagavatam, Puranas, Bhagavad Gita, totally all Shastras, to give evidence for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's conclusions. And there he comments also important verses of Upanishads, also of Vedanta Sutra, and there he establishes that actual darshan of Shastra is this Achintya Beda Veda, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. That is very high work, best work for Siddhanta, though even after disappearance of Jiva Goswami, some they misunderstood something, but Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explained, and also Baladev Vidyabhusan, they gave same Siddhanta as Jiva Goswami, and also Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also explained same, and he had to reveal something further because some points were misunderstood about how Jiva becomes conditioned and about location of devotion. Also certain things Bhaktivinoda Thakur had to further reveal. Jiva Goswami knows and he wrote, but not all could understand due to lack of surrender. Baladev Vidyabhusan then continued his studies of the Gaudiya literature under Pitambar Das and later studied the Bhagavat Puran under Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He also took the Vaishnava Vairagi dress, at which time he was given the name Ekanti Govinda Das, means Babaji he took. Then he was known Ekanti Govinda Das. So you see, he was fully well versed in Madhvacharya's Siddhanta of Vedanta, but he became more impressed and more he felt, he saw it, that what Jiva Goswami wrote, that is more deep. He was ordered by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur to go to Jaipur, where he prayed to Rupa Goswami's Govinda Jiditi for the authorization to write a commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. He then composed the Govinda Bhasya and took it to Galta, where he defeated the other Sampradayas in a debate, preserving the reputation of the Gauriya school. After this episode, he was given the title Vidyabhusan. This story has been told in greater detail in the previous chapter on Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. You heard, King of Jaipur, he was a Gauriya Vaishnava, worshipping Radha Govinda of Rupa Goswami. But some scholars of Ramanuja Sampradaya, they came to him and confused his mind. They said, this Gauriya Sampradaya is not actual Sampradaya, because there is no commentary to Vedanta Sutra. For Sampradaya to be established, one needs commentary to three things. One is Shruti, that is Upanishads. Another is Nyaya, that is Vedanta Sutra, by logic. And Smriti, that is Mahabharata, and within it Gita. So you have no commentary on Vedanta Sutra, so that is not bona fide Sampradaya. And without getting mantra from bona fide Sampradaya, you cannot get result. That verse is there in Shastra. He became confused, king, and he took shelter of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, because he was Gauriya Vaishnava topmost at that time. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said, I cannot come, because he was old at that time, but he sent his student, Baladev Vidyabhusan. He came there and he told that Vyasadeva himself said that the commentary of Vedanta Sutra is Srimad Bhagavatam from Garuda Puran. He wrote it there. So we Gauriyas, we accept this commentary as commentary to Vedanta Sutra. But they did not agree. No, we don't accept this. Either you write a commentary to Vedanta Sutra, or we will not accept your Sampradaya. Then Baladev Vidyabhusan went to Govinda deity of Rupa Goswami, and he prayed to him, what I have to do? Then garland from Govinda's neck came, falling down on Baladev Vidyabhusan. Then Baladev Vidyabhusan understood that Govinda wants me to write. Then in dream, 3 times he appeared, Govinda appeared in dream, and he told him, he ordered him, you have to write that commentary. And also he told him, what is the commentary? Govinda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are one and the same. Our Bhaktivinoda Thakur revealed that what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained about Vedanta Sutra verses 2, Sarvam Bhattacharya in Puri, Gopinath Acharya was also hearing. And that Gopinath Acharya later came as Baladev Vidyabhusan, and he wrote that commentary. That commentary is actually by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Govinda, that is same, of Rupa Goswami, of Gauriyas. So when he wrote that commentary, he named it Govinda Bhasya, commentary of Govinda. And after presenting this and all were silenced, then he titled Vidyabhusan, one who is ornamented by knowledge. And really this is, Swami refuted Mayavad. Also Baladev Vidyabhusan refuted Mayavad in this commentary. As did Ramanuja Madhava, all they refuted. But they gave Dasya Bhakti, other sampradayas. But Baladev Vidyabhusan, he showed from Vedanta Sutra verses about Vrindavan Lila also, and about difference between Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti, and all this he gave. So it is Gauriya, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give, this Braja Prem, he revealed it in Vedanta Sutra also, based on Bhagavatam. He also commented, yes, now it is said that Baladev established the worship of the Vijaya Gopal deity in Galta, Victoria Gopal. His 2 most prominent disciples were Uddhava Das and Sri Nanda Mishra. Nanda Mishra wrote commentaries to Baladev Vidyabhusan, like Siddhanta, Darpan. I read his commentary. The following is a list of Baladev Vidyabhusan Prabhu's written works. A commentary on the Brahma Sutras, that is Govinda Bhasya, Siddhanta Ratna, Vedanta Syamantak, Prameya Ratnavali, Siddhanta Darpan, this book I read, very nice. Siddhanta, Mirror of Siddhanta, and commentary by Nanda Mishra. Then Sahitya Kumudi, Kabya Kaustuba, Vyakaran Kumudi, Pada Kaustuba, Vaishnava Nandini, that is a commentary on 10th canto Bhagavatam, a commentary on Gopal Tapani Upanishad, this is like of Jiva Goswami, commentaries on the Isha and 9 other Upanishads, but nowadays unfortunately we cannot find this. There are 10 prominent Upanishads, Isha, Kena, Prashna, Aitareya, Taittiriya, Chandogya, Brihataranyaka. These 10 are most prominent. Shankaracharya, all other Vaishnavas, they comment. But Baladev Vidyabhusan also commented, but nowadays we are not able to find this. Only commentary to Vedanta Sutra, but there we can get quotations from different Upanishads and explanation. Gita Bhushana Bhasya means commentary to Bhagavad Gita. He wrote, that is also very nice. And our Shilaisi Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, he based his own commentary on the commentary of Baladev Vidyabhusan's. He wrote it in the beginning. I'm offering this. I'm dedicating this to Baladev Vidyabhusan under his, based on his commentary, I wrote this. Then Namartha Sudha, a commentary on Vishnu Sahasranam. Sarangarangada, a commentary on the Lagu Bhagavatamrita of Rupa Goswami. A commentary on Tattva Sandarbha, this also I read. Stavamala Vibhush, commentary on Stavamala. A commentary on Rupa Goswami's Natak Chandrika. Commentary of Chanda Kaustuva. Commentary on Rasikananda Shamananda Shataka. And commentary on Chandraloka Krishna Nandini. A commentary on Sahitya Kumudi. Govinda Vasya Tika, a commentary on his own Govinda Vasya, and a commentary on Siddhanta Ratna. Because Govinda Vasya, they gave him only short time. So first commentary appeared in very condensed form, very concise. He presented, but later on he wrote also further commentary on his own commentary, some more quotations and explanations he gave. Other than this, it is claimed that Baladev Vidyabhusan also wrote an Aishwarya Kadambini, which is different from that written by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. In the Aishwarya Kadambini by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, there is a discussion of Dvaita and Advaita doctrines, which is missing from Baladev Vidyabhusan Prabhu's work of that name. One is Aishwarya Kadambini, another is Madhurya Kadambini. In the succession of bona fide gurus who make up the Madhva Gauriya Saraswata Sampradaya, Baladev Vidyabhusan Prabhu is to be remembered regularly, simply demonstrating a connection through initiation to a family succession of initiating spiritual masters does not make one a bona fide guru. One must demonstrate complete dedication to the supreme truth, that is Brahmanishta. Only a pure devotee can be called a bona fide guru. Therefore, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada wrote, I pay obeisances to Vishwanath and all his disciples like Baladev, Baladev's disciple Jagannath Das Babaji, and his dearmost follower, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So only family, this family, and this is how mantra came. That is not enough. Guru must have full dedication to Supreme Lord. Then he can be accepted as bona fide Guru. So if that family connection is lost, there is no spiritual current, then that cannot be, you cannot get benefit from that. Only where spiritual current is there, electricity, then you can get light. Otherwise not. So today is Srila Baladev Vidyabhusan Prabhu's disappearance day. I am bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy for the service of his lotus feet and the lotus feet of his object to worship, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna. Only I want to read you something from Govinda Vasya. Just somewhere I will open Brahma Sutra or Vedanta Sutra. Section 3. I just open Sutra. No, I will go to chapter 3. 1 second. Why is it not coming? Chapter 3 I will go. That is in Vedanta Sutra, chapter 3 is Avideya Tattva. So just somewhere I will open. Necessity of performing bhakti. Topic 8 in 4th chapter. Sarvathapi ta evo bhaya lingat. This is the sutra. Third pada, fourth chapter, 34th verse. The Parinishtita devotee must perform bhakti even at the expense of varnashram duties, since this is indicated in Shruti and Smriti. Api indicates emphasis, even not giving respect to his dharmas. Api. The Parinishtita must perform Bhagavad Dharma, Sarvata. He performs his dharmas to some degree at minor times. Why? Because this is indicated in two ways, Shruti and Smriti. Tam evaikam janata, know the Lord alone, Mundaka Upanishad. Then one verse is there, those of profound mind, taking shelter of my, this is one verse of Gita, those of profound mind, taking shelter of my spiritual swarup, serve my human form with no distractions, knowing that my human-like body is the cause of all things, that it is indestructible and fully spiritual. Then another verse from Gita, having strict vows, desiring to be my associates, diligent to understand my nature, Krishna is telling, they worship me at all times with devotion, through singing, offering respects, and other devotional acts. Then another reason confirms this. Then next sutra will come. So just for getting some glimpse of his commentary. Then today is also appearance day of Ganga Mata Gosvamini. Today we will just start because time is short. Tomorrow on Ekadashi we will continue. Her biography is very astonishing, so we should not miss any point. We have to learn from her ideal example. Shri Ganga Mata Gosvamini. Ganga Mata Gosvamini was initiated by Haridas Pandit Goswami into the line of Gauranga Shakti, Srila Gadadhar Pandit Goswami. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami himself has described Pandit Haridasa's character in his Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sri Haridas Pandit was the head priest of the Govinda temple in Vrindavan. His virtues and good fame are known all over the world, for he was gentle, tolerant, peaceful, magnanimous, grave, sweet in his words, very sober in his endeavors, and wise. Yesterday we heard these qualities are naturally in one who has exclusive, one-pointed devotion to Krishna. He was respectful to everyone and worked for the benefit of all. Diplomacy, that is the country, this is mine, this is yours, enemy, friend. Diplomacy, envy, and jealousy were unknown to his heart. They don't exist there. Like Prahlad Maharaj also. They cannot do envy harm to anyone. They are not jealous of anyone. And there is no. The 50 general qualities of Lord Krishna were all present in his body. Pandit Haridasa's spiritual master was Gadadhar Pandit's disciple Ananta Acharya. Ananta Acharya was always absorbed in love of Godhead, magnanimous and advanced in all respects. He too was a reservoir of all good qualities, whose greatness cannot be fathomed by from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur writes in his Anubhasya, during the advent of Lord Shri Krishna, Ananta Acharya was Sudevi, one of the 8 gopis or Sakis of Radharani. This is stated in the Gaur Ganodesh Dipika, verse 165 as follows. Ananta Acharya Goswami ya Sudevi Pura Braja. According to the disciplic succession descending from him at the famous Ganga Mata monastery in Puri, he is known as Binoda Manjari, and his disciple Haridas Pandit Goswami, who is also known as Sri Raghu Gopal, as Sri Rasa Manjari. Haridas Pandit had two important disciples, Lakshmi Priya and her niece Ganga Mata, daughter of the king of Puntia. More is learned about Ganga Mata's holy life from Haridas Das's Gauriya Vaishnava Abhidan, this is encyclopedia, and from Sundarananda Vidya Vinod, who has given a detailed account of her life in his Shri Kshetra. Ganga Mata Goswamini's original name was Sachi Devi. She was born in Puntia, which is in the Raja Shahi district of present-day Bangladesh. Her father was Raja Naresh Narayan. Sachi Devi was indifferent to family life and devoted to Krishna from her early childhood. When her parents wanted to get her married, Sachi Devi told them that she refused to accept any mortal as her husband, making them worried for her. When her mother departed from the mortal world, Sachi Devi left home and set out on a pilgrimage which led her first to Puri and then to Vrindavan. Upon her arrival in Vrindavan Dham, she met Haridas Pandit Goswami and felt blessed. She became anxious to receive initiation from him, but he hesitated at first because of her wealthy family background. Later, however, when he saw her asceticism and her unswerving determination to engage in pure devotional activity, he gave her initiation in the 18-syllabled mantra, that is Krishna mantra or Gopal mantra. This event took place in the Govindaji temple that year on Wednesday, the Chaitra Shukla Ekadashi. After having received these blessings from her guru, she began to engage in intense bhajan, subsisting through madhukari, that is by begging for morsels of food from door to door. After a year of this intense devotional activity, she was told by her spiritual master to live in Radhakunda with her spiritually advanced and soft-hearted god-sister Lakshmi Priya, who regularly chanted 3,300,000 names every day. As a part of their regular spiritual practice, the two of them daily circumambulated Govardhan together. After several years of such practice at Radhakunda, when Sachi Devi had become very advanced in her devotional life, her guru sent her to Sri Purushottam Kshetra to recover the home of Sarvam Bhattacharya, which had fallen into disrepair. Taking the command of her spiritual master as her all-in-all, Sachi Devi came to Jagannath Puri and took the Kshetra sannyas vow. This is similar like our Gurudev. Though she was in Radhakunda and doing intense bhajan, but when Guru ordered, immediately she accepted and went there, seemingly like to recover some place. And she had to undergo, as we will see, like our Gurudev also, he was ordered by our Parangurudev to go to Puri to recover that place of appearance of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. And Gurudev had to undergo so many hardships and going to courts and all this. Some other god brothers, they said, we didn't come to the mat we came to the mat to do bhajan, like chanting this, hearing Harikatha, all this, worshipping. not to go on courts and like this. But our Gurudev knew this is the order of my Gurudev. Following the order of Gurudev, that is bhajan. So, taking the command of her spiritual master as her all in all, Sachi Devi came to Jagannath Puri and took the Kshetra Sannyas vow that she will remain there for all time. At that time, all that remained of Sarvam Bhattacharya's house was a single run-down building which housed his Radha Damodar Shalagram Shila. Even while she had lived at home in Puntia, Sachi Devi read the scriptures with rapt attention. In Vrindavan, furthermore, she had thoroughly studied the Bhagavat Puran, means Srimad Bhagavatam, in the company of Vaishnavas. In order to salvage Sarvam Bhattacharya's residence, she set out to preach. Her transcendental qualities and discourses on the Bhagavata made such an impression on the public that she began to attract large audiences. Because the bhajan power was there. She was doing bhajan before, not that just someone will go and speak something, what he learned. No, bhajan power is necessary. Prabhupada also showed this pastime. First he did bhajan, then he started preaching. And she went to preach only for the sake of fulfilling the order of her guru, to attract that they will give donations and all this so that she can get that place and recover and develop. So she was preaching. It did not take long before her fame had spread so widely that the king of Orissa himself, Mukundadev, came to listen to her Bhagavat. He too became a devoted follower after being impressed by her devotional qualities and her learning. So today is her appearance day. We will hear her biography further tomorrow. I am bowing down to her lotus feet and praying for her causeless mercy for the service of her lotus feet and the lotus feet of her object of worship, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna. Then further we'll hear tomorrow. Tomorrow is Ekadashi here.